Hello MPPNs, once again good morning. We are going to learn science. Okay, science chapter number 3. And what is the chapter? It is plants reproduction. Right? We will not learn the whole chapter, but we will have only the first part today. Okay, first part only we are going to have. Shall we start with contents? What are we going to cover in this chapter? Have a look here. There are 4 topics. A plant produces so many seeds, reproduction of the plants, then production of crops, protection of crops, and protection of seeds. These are the 4 topics we have to cover, but we cannot have it in this part. I told you we will have only the first topic for this part. A plant produces so many seeds, but it is also not completed in this first part. Okay, have a look here for the topics of this first part. Today what are the topics we are going to cover? Have a look. Introduction, seeds, structure of a seed, needs of a germinating seed, stages in germination, and reproduction by non-flowering plants. Okay, these many topics we will discuss in the first part. So we are moving to the introduction. Reproduction helps plants in maintaining their existence in the form of new plants. Reproduction helps the plant in maintaining their existence. Their existence is maintained in the form of new plants. One plant produces the other plant and its existence is maintained. Plants reproduce in many ways. Most of them reproduce through seeds. A flower changes into a fruit, and a fruit contains seeds. New plants grow from the seed. Okay, so there are different ways. It is only one way. That is what? From the seeds. And some plants reproduce from the other parts of the same plant, like roots, stems, and leaves. This is what? A reproduction, making new plant from the same one. One plant makes the other plant of its same kind. That process is called reproduction. And this reproduction is also called multiplying. Why is it known as multiplying? Because many plants grow out of seeds or part of one plant. Okay, one plant produces so many seeds, and from the seed large number of new plants grow. That is why it is known as multiplying. Okay, here in this picture you can see that one plant has produced another plant. See, one plant, the small plant, is also growing. This process of producing another plant of its own kind is called as reproduction. It is also known as multiplying. Okay, we will see more about the chapter. That is what? Seeds. What are seeds? Have a look. Undeveloped seeds do not grow. There are seeds, means all the fruits and flowers are seeds within them, and these seeds some are developed and some are undeveloped. Undeveloped seeds do not grow. Some seeds are eaten by animals or destroyed by heat or rain. Others may not get the right soil or enough air or water. Are you getting me? All the seeds cannot grow. The fruits, the flowers of the plants carry seeds. There are some seeds which are developed, some are undeveloped. Some are eaten by animals or destroyed by heat or rain. Others may not have the right soil or enough air or water. It means that all the seeds do not grow. Here I'll show you a picture of different kinds of seeds. These different colors indicate different kinds of seeds. These seeds, all the seeds do not grow, because you can see gram, pulses, all these seeds are eaten by the human beings. We don't allow these seeds to grow. But there are some seeds which have been kept reserved for growing and reproduction. Shall we learn more about the seeds? Okay. In this way, only few seeds get a chance that at least some of them grow. All the seeds are not getting a chance to grow. Only few seeds are getting a chance to grow. Therefore, a plant produces so many seeds to have a chance that at least some of them grow. There are many plants or trees which produce large number of seeds, but all the seeds are not growing into the new plant. A chance is there that some of those seeds will grow into the new plant. Okay. Thus, the plant tries to maintain and multiply its existence on the earth in the form of new plants. For example, a mango tree. If the mango tree doesn't produce any seed, can it produce another mango tree? No. And that seed has to be grown into the new plant. Then only that type of plant, mango plant, can survive on the earth. Otherwise, it will not be able to survive. Okay, this is seed. Can you name the seed? Mustard seeds, sarson. Okay, it is in Hindi, it is known as sarson. So mustard seeds from mustard flower. It is mustard flower also, you can see in the picture. All these seeds are not growing into the new plant, but some of these seeds, they grow into the new plant, and their existence is sure on the earth, right? We are moving to discuss the next topic, that is structure of a seed. We will learn the structure of a seed now. A seed has an outer covering known as the seed coat. All the seeds have an outer covering. You might not have seen it. Okay, tell your parent, tell your mama to put some gram or peas seed in the water in the night, and in the next morning you can see the outer covering of the seed that may be separated. Okay, that all the seeds have these types of outer coverings. That outer covering of the seed is called as seed coat. It protects the embryo. What is the embryo? Baby plant. That seed covering protects the baby plant inside the seed. It has tiny hole to allow water to enter. This embryo, this seed coat has a small hole so that water can get inside the seed. The seed inside the baby plant can get sufficient amount of water. Okay, this is what the picture, the diagram which shows which seed it is. Gram seed. That gram seed has two parts. Okay, they are known as cotyledon, that you will learn in the higher classes, and in between that you can see the new plant grows. Okay, this is what the structure of a seed. We will learn more about the structure of a seed. There are two seed leaves or cotyledons inside the seed coat in gram, peas and beans. There are two seed leaves, or the seed leaves are known as cotyledons, inside the seed coat in grams, peas and beans. In the previous diagram you might have seen it. Wheat, maize or rice has only one seed leaf. Between the seed leaves or inside the seed leaf there is a baby plant. Are you getting me? Okay, when two leaves are there or two cotyledons are there, or if only one is there, what happens inside that seed there is a baby plant grows. In all the seeds there is a baby plant inside. Got it? Between seed leaves or inside a seed leaf there is a baby plant. Here you can see it very clearly. A common bean seed is there, and in the second part you can see that there is a baby plant inside the seed. This baby plant has a tiny shoot and tiny root. This baby plant has a small shoot and small root. What is root? The part of the plant grows below the ground is called root, and the part of the plant which grows above the ground is called as shoot. This baby plant has a small shoot and small root. Food is stored in the seed leaves for the baby plant till the green leaves grow. Till the green leaves come out of that seed, Food has been stored inside the seed leaf. I showed you the seed leaf now. Inside that seed leaf, the food has been stored. Okay, till the baby plant grows. When the baby plant comes out, it will have leaves, and after that the leaves will make their own food. See the picture here. You can see a seed leaf inside. Seed leaf is there inside the seed. It is getting proper amount of water, air and sunlight, and gradually the plant is coming out. Okay, now we will learn about the needs of a germinating seed. This germinating seed, germination means process of coming out of a new plant from the seed. That process is known as germination. And when a seed germinates, it needs some essential things, essential situations. What are they? Have a look here. Germinating seed needs air, water and suitable temperature. These are the three essential things which are needed by a germinating seed. The seed needs air because it needs oxygen to breathe. Why does the seed need air? Because the air has oxygen and the seed needs oxygen to breathe. The seeds get oxygen from the air trapped in the soil. Then seeds are sown not deep but near the surface of the soil to let them get the air. I will show you the picture. Also here in this picture you can see that seed is planted in the soil but not deep in the soil. If you plant them deep in the soil, what will happen? It will not get much amount of sunlight and air. So the seed is planted nearer to the surface of the soil. Then we give it a proper amount of water. Air is available there in the soil and it gets the sunlight also. Thus it can germinate. Clear? When water is absorbed, seed becomes quite soft. When we give it water, that seed becomes very soft. I told you in an example that you have to immerse that seed today night in a bowl. Okay, 4 or 5 seeds of a pea. You mutter. You just put it immerse in the water. Then you see tomorrow morning, you can see that seed has become soft. Here also in the soil also that seed gets soft. It swells up and the seed got ruptured to let the baby plant come out. Okay, it gets water, becomes soft, swells up. Swells up means it makes it bigger and bigger. Then the seed coat is ruptured, it is broken, it is opened. Then the new baby plant comes out. Clear? See this picture? Here you can see very clearly how the baby plant is coming from the seed. Okay, moving to the third necessity. What is the third necessity? Proper warmth. Proper warmth means sunlight. The seed needs proper warmth for its cells to become active and grow. We saw that the seed needs air, it needs water. Now we are going to see it needs sunlight. If the baby plant wants to be active and grow, what should be there? Proper amount of sunlight should be there. Seeds do not germinate in very cold or very hot temperature. Seeds, we cannot produce the seeds if it is very cold or if it is very hot. A medium temperature and a medium sunlight is required for the growth of the seeds, for the germination of the seeds. And what type of temperature is required? A moderate temperature, that is 25 to 35 degrees centigrade normally favors the germination. Seeds cannot germinate in very cold and very hot temperatures, but a medium temperature is necessary for that. And what is that medium or moderate temperature? 25 to 35 degree centigrade. That is the moderate temperature needed. The picture, what does this picture show? This picture shows the germination and the growth of a baby plant. A new plant has come now. It has been planted. Okay, this is what the process of germination of the seed. Clear now? Okay, moving ahead to an experiment which is known as three bean experiment. We will see how the germination process happen and is it possible everywhere in all the circumstances or not. Three mature and dried bean seeds are tied to a glass slide. What is the experiment? Three mature and dried bean seeds are tied to a glass slide. You will see the picture, then you will understand more. The slide is kept in a beaker having water. You have to take a water and you have to take a beaker with water. The whole setup is left at moderate temperature. After a few days, the middle seed germinates because it gets both air and water. I'll explain with the help of this diagram. In this diagram, you can see a beaker with water and there is a slide with glass slide with three seeds. You can see three seeds now. Okay, and one seed is completely immersed in the water. One seed is not dipped in the water but it is getting water. It is getting sunlight, it is getting air also, and the topmost seed, it is not getting water, rather it gets only air and sunlight. And out of these three beans, which bean sprouted? The middle one. Why? Because it gets all the favorable situations. It gets water, it gets air, and it gets sunlight. That is why only the middle seed can germinate. Now you might have understood that all the seeds cannot germinate. They need proper amount of air, water and sunlight. Okay. Now we are moving to the next one. We will see the next topic, that is stages in germination. There are different stages in germination. Let us see what are those different stages. The seed grows in stages. There are different stages. First, the root appears coming out of the soft, moist seed pod. What happens in the first one? A root comes out. Okay, from the seed pod, a root comes out. This is followed by shoot. First of all, root comes, then shoot. The root grows downward and the shoot grows upward towards the sunlight. Root doesn't need sunlight because it needs nutrients from the soil, but shoot needs sunlight to grow. So shoot grows up and roots grow down. See the picture? A seed, root came out, then shoot came out. Root is growing towards the deep into the earth and shoot is growing towards the sun. Up, it is growing upward. Okay, then what happens? Gradually the green leaves grow. You had seen in that picture. The leaves start making food for the new plant. The new plant at the stage is called a seedling. Now a plant came out. Yes or no? Yes. And that new plant is known as the seedling. Now this seedling, this baby plant is able to produce food for its needs. Till the time the leaves inside the seed was storing food for the baby plant. Okay. Then what happens? As the green leaves grow bigger, the seed leaves shrink, their store of food is finished. This is the situation when the green leaves had started making food for the plant. I told you. When what happens? First of all, the seed is coming, shoot came out, then leaf is coming out. Now the green leaves grow bigger and the seed leaves grew. Is it grew or it is shrink? It is shrank. Okay, it starts shrinking. Then it means that the stock of food inside the seed has been finished. Now the plant needs food, and from where it will get food? It will start making its own food. Okay. We are going to the last topic, today's last topic. What is that? Reproduction by the non-flowering plants. Now, till now we have seen the reproduction by the seeds. I told you in the beginning that there are different kinds of reproduction. Plants reproduce from the seeds, from the stem or roots or leaves. There are different kinds by which the plants reproduce. Till we were discussing about the reproduction from the seeds. Now we will see the reproduction of the non-flowering plants. How reproduction occurs if there is no flower on the plant. There are so many plants we can see which are non-flowering, they don't have any flower. But then how do they reproduce? Let us see. Non-flowering plants do not produce seeds. They don't have any seeds. Rather, they produce spores. They don't have seeds, but they have spores. Fungi, mosses, and ferns are spore producing plants. Can I name some of the plants which produce spores? Fungi, mosses, and ferns. They are the examples. Okay, see the example here. Here you can see it's a fern. The spores is there in the lower part of the leaf. Spores are there. You can see some dots coming out now. That is what spores. New plant is produced from the spores. Right? The spores are small and packed in spore boxes. What are spores? They are very small and they have been packed in the spore boxes. These appear as brown spots underside of the leaves. Where do we find these spore boxes? They are found in the lower side, underside of the leaves. On the upper side we cannot see. The spore boxes burst and scatter the ripe spores. The spore boxes burst, they burst out and scatter the spores, and the spores grew into the new plants. Have a look here. This is what spore. Some of the plants have, they are non-flowering plants and they have spores on the lower side of their leaf, and when on maturity what happens? These spore boxes burst and the spores which are inside, they come out, and from the spores new plants grow. That is what the reproduction in the non-flowering plant. Have you understood? So we have completed the first part. Have a revision now. What did we learn? We had introduced the reproduction. What is reproduction? You have understood? It is also known as multiplying, because it is the process of producing large number of plants of their own kind. Okay. Then we learned about seeds. We have seen that all the seeds do not germinate. When they get favorable situations, then only they can germinate. Then we have seen the structure of a seed. Told you there are cotyledons, there are seed cord, there is a leaf inside. Told you, no? Okay, good. Then needs of a germinating seed. What are the needs of a germinating seed? Seed needs air, water and sunlight for the germination process. Then we have seen the different stages of germination. We have seen different stages in germination, and finally we have completed the reproduction by the non-flowering plants. We have seen that non-flowering plants like mushrooms, fungi, mosses, etc. have spores on the leaves, and the spore boxes have been burst and spores come out. They are spread and new plants grow. Okay, that's all for today. You can go through the video twice or thrice, understand it carefully. Okay, as usual, you will stay home so that you can stay safe and take care of yourself. Bye.